Good morning, Lana Scott. Welcome back to the Lighthouse Tribe. So guys, this is another angel message. They were wanting to talk about I guess it's because we're into August now, and the angels are talking about stopping, reflecting on everything going on in the past of your life. Okay? And then it feels like they're saying that somehow you're being activated. Okay, people are being activated again, okay, after a period of reflection. And it seems like what they're trying to say is that this almost feels like a portal of some sort, okay? And it feels like it's opening up love and a new way of seeing things and major expansion on some kind of level, okay? Last time I did one of these, a whole bunch of people resonated with this reading. And it feels like it again. It feels like another similar message to that one. So they specifically are making me feel like I need to do, after these cards fell out, that they wanted me to do runes to talk about certain people in particular, maybe. I'm not really sure. Let me see if anything sticks to my hand. Nope, this feels like a drop reading. So there's some kind of a message they want to convey to the collective, I think. Yeah, this feels like more like, yeah, this is more of a collective. So, let me turn some light on here. Yeah, this is collective because nothing's jumping in. Guys, some mornings the runes literally jump into my hands. Okay? So they're talking about this is you, and you are reflecting upon who you are, how far you've come, and where you're going next. So it feels like a period of just stopping and pondering everything. Okay? But it also feels like relief from distress. Okay, because you know where you're at, and it feels like some of you just know where you're going. Now the happiness and joy room popped out upside down, okay, which sometimes can mean maybe you're not really happy quite where you're at, but you can always turn that around and see the positive side of any negative situation. So that's what it feels like they're saying. If there's something that you're not happy about, before you can be activated, you've got to reflect on it, heal it, get rid of it, let go of that person, place, or thing. You've got to see how far you've come to realize where you're going. So something in the past may be important for some of you that you're having to look at. And maybe something really painful from a long time ago that you're going, wait a minute, that doesn't hurt me anymore. So they're wanting you to reflect on something that when you think about it, you no longer feel it in your heart space. You've cleared it out. And once you realize that, right, in your mind, then your upper chakras kind of light up and you get activated for something that brings in a lot of love. Maybe love of self, love of, wow, I survived that. I'm a survivor. I'm picking up on. And I'm expanding in a huge, huge, huge way. Okay. So this is like becoming a brand new person, it feels like, on the inside. And once it shows up on the inside, people start seeing it on the outside, and not everybody's going to like that. They're, especially if in some kind of way they are codependent on you, or maybe a place, person, job, or a job you've been at forever. You suddenly feel like this job just no longer suits me. It feels like a tight skin. You know what I'm saying? So you get activated to go do or be somewhere else. Maybe some of you actually, I'm hearing pick up and move to another state, another country, get another job, because everything just doesn't feel right anymore. It feels like it's just a skin that's too tight. But once you're on the other side of this, once you make up your mind of what you want to do when you get activated and go through this doorway, right? Then you start bringing in some success in, because now you feel like, it feels like taking a bath and getting rid of all the, like you've been out in the yard just working in the garden all day and you're all hot and sweaty. You go take a bath or a shower, you get out and you're like, oh, I feel refreshed. So you get rid of something. I know the Othilla rune's not here, but that's what it feels like. You get activated and you suddenly realize where you're going, what you want to do, or how you no longer are. And you take this into the future with you. Okay, you take this and you realize you've learned something, you've come through something, you realize you're a survivor. This feels like a survivor message from the angels, okay? That in some sort of way, you're being activated and you realize how much love you have for yourself, how much love you have and peace and joy. And this is when you start having this major expand, like it comes in like a bolt of lightning, it feels like, okay? It feels like you go through some kind of reflection or activation at night, and see how this is the next morning, and then okay, this feels like this is something that goes over a couple of evenings, maybe on the astral level, or maybe just something you're pondering about, okay, during the night, you get activated by realizing how you have survived it. And then, like, the next day or within a couple of days, all this love for self comes in, all this peace. I see these as peace doves. All this, and that feels like an angel of peace right there. This bird, this one right here, I'll try to show y'all, because it looks almost see-through, right? So it feels like this is a, maybe actually this is you, and this is your angels by your side, okay? And you're feeling, wow, look at the reflection, guys. That is awesome. It actually makes me think of a phoenix rising right there. So maybe in some sort of way, you just feel like a brand new person. You've sloughed off something, gotten rid of something you've healed from, okay? And it brings in major expansion. It brings in higher knowledge, it feels like. Take that how that comes in for you. No. All right. So we've got Rado, which is the chariot, your journey going forward. Microchism and macrochism, okay? Going from the small to the big, humanity. And then we have breakthrough in the process of self-change. Then we have a huge opening. So this is that expansion. So you break through something. Does this make... Here, somebody told me, I said, does this make sense too much? So I apologize, guys. It just, sometimes I'm like, does it make sense to you? But somebody says, well, it must make sense to us, right? Okay, so this is the breakthrough right here, and then the love coming in, and then this huge opening and expansion coming, okay, with the Kinu. All right, spiritual illumination. So some kind of a breakthrough is going on that the angels are wanting you to be aware of. And it feels like it's running through the collective, okay? It feels like it's running through quite a few of us. Me included, guys. You know, sometimes these readings resonate for me as well. And I always feel like I can't be the only one feeling this, right? I'm one of how many billion... There's what? I don't even remember. Somebody in the comments tell me how many billions of people there are on the planet now, right? So, all right. Oh, no longer a mystery. You find your place. You know where you're going. You know what you're doing. You find your place. It's no longer... Your place is on its way. It feels like, you know, now there's, I don't want to say there's no more mystery. It just, let me see. I wish I had my book here. Hang on, guys. Let me see if I can find I do. Let me read y'all the reversal of, I'm actually going to read y'all the reversal of Perth. This is the Perth rune. It's the mystery rune, the dice rune, the cup rune, the chance rune. But let me see what the reverse actually reads y'all. Let's see, it's also called the initiation room. So that could also be where you're now being initiated, right? You're being opened up, you're having expansion, and you're being initiated. But it's in reverse, and let me see what the reverse says. So it's page 103. I'm going to read this to y'all. Guys, I've studied my runes so many times, but sometimes the actual book meaning will ping. So, okay, a counsel against expecting too much or expecting in the ordinary way. For the ordinary way has come to an end. So now they're wanting you to look at things with fresh eyes. Okay, you can't redo the old and not suffer. Call in your scattered energies. Concentrate on your own life, no one else's, and your own requirements for growth. Perth counsels you neither to focus on outcomes. So don't worry about where you're going. Don't focus on the outcome of it, okay? All right? Nor bind yourself with the memory of past achievements. In doing so, you rob yourself of a true present. So this activation, they're wanting you to be totally present to understand everything you have survived, right? And see what the universe is going to bring in. So it feels like the universe is bringing in something for you. Like they say, you may be overwhelmed from exhaustion from meeting obstruction upon obstruction in your passage. In other words, you've sat back and realized, well, you know, every time something new happens, you know, some obstacle pops up. Maybe that's what you're going through right now. Okay? But that in itself somehow activates you. So you can see this as, yet you always have a choice. You can see this apparent negativity as bad luck, or you can recognize it as an obstacle course, a challenge, activation, initiation, right? A challenge specific to the initiation you yourself are presently undergoing. Then everything that comes up becomes a test of your character. Will you survive it or not? So reflect on that. What have you survived? What have you gone through that nobody else, you know, that maybe you know of other people that say, well, so-and-so wouldn't have been able to do that, but I know I did. You know what I'm saying? Okay. When your inner being is shifting and reforming on a deep level, Patience, consistency, and perseverance are called for. So stay centered, see the humor, and keep your faith strong. So this is what I feel like this is just another way of saying that you're going through this activation, this reflection, and realizing how far you've come. So just take a deep breath and go with it and wait to see what the universe is going to bring in next. Guys, that makes total sense to me. That's all right. And look, breakthrough on the process, self-change. So this is a test of character of some sort. And it's letting you know that you have the character, you have the strength, you have everything you need to go on from here. Whatever this is you've overcome, okay? Or whatever you've reflected on that you realize it's just not the same. So let me see. What do I want to... let me pull one or two of these. For some reason, I'm feeling like this is for a person. So I'm going to pull this, the Native Spirit deck. Let's see what I get here, guys. See if anything jumps out. Oops. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm also hearing the Work of Light deck. So something about this person walking in beauty. So you, after this, you come through, after you go through this, this is where that joy is. This is that joy rune, okay? Where you realize that you're going to be okay. You've survived it. And now you're joyfully waiting to see what is the next thing. Spirit of air. So this feels like psychic abilities coming in. Air is of the east. Maybe you're getting ready to move east, go east. Something to do with your psychic abilities. And how you... I'm hearing clear the air as well. So maybe you clear the air in your mind or some kind of, smudging ceremony came up next. So you're going through some kind of a cleansing, okay, along with that reflection, which is going to activate you to bring forth this love and expansion, okay? So this feels like a nice moving into the future with realizing how far you've come. I got that reading a little bit earlier, too, with the, one girl said they look like Trojan horses, the cloud reading that I did, and I feel like that's going, guys, I feel like that's across the board for everybody. We're all shifting, changing, because we're human beings, right? So, okay, so let me grab this Work Your Light. Huge activations coming in and cleansing of the old to bring in the new. And taking the time to realize that everything from the past is just that. It's in the past. Today's a new day. Oh, I didn't even shuffle yet. Look what's on the back, guys. High Priestess. High Priestess energy come in. How are you being called to step up and lead? Okay. I'm actually going to take that one for whoever that might resonate for. Okay. That might resonate with some of you. That might be your next figuring out, or that might be the High Priestess energy coming in for you, saying, and you're feeling it in your, okay. So what they're showing me is somebody feeling this really in their root chakra, in their heart chakra, and feeling like, okay, I know who I am now, and I know how I'm going forward. I know it's no longer going to bother me, these people, places, things. I'm going to step into that High Priestess energy, balance out everything, because I know that I can. Okay, so this is a I know that I can energy coming through really strong. Oh, 2 cards fell out, guys. That one. What's this one? Pillar of Light. You are the Oracle. Your vibration is rising. So you're definitely being activated again. That's that activation energy. Oh, wow. Guys, I can't make this up. Council of Light. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Guys, you've got your spirit guides and your angels are leading you to where you're supposed to be going in the future. Okay? And after all this expansion, when you get into this expansion, this is when they're starting to nudge you, and you're starting to see the signs and synchronicities. I know that room didn't come up, but I'm feeling that very strongly. And then we got answering the call on the bottom. What is your soul calling you to do? So this feels like September, October. People starting to realize some of that. I'm going to see what's on the top here, guys. Akash, your guidance is divinely guided. So again, guys, a lot of spiritual help around a lot of us. This just feels like this is a tiny little period of reflection, not necessarily stagnant. This is where we're clearing out all the old cobwebs, right, and making sense of where we're going in the future. Because I feel like going forward into the future, once we get from Pluto's into Aquarius, I don't know why, but they keep telling me that once we get there, okay, which is like, guys, I'm still drinking my morning coffee. It feels like once we get there, a lot of spiritual leaders are going to start coming to the forefront in some sort of way. Rather, in a church, in what they're talking about, and what they're seeing for the future. It feels like it feels also like a lot of psychic mediums and psychics coming to the forefront in a way more than ever before. People are no longer, we're breaking away from those old mods, those old what do they call, modalities of, going to work, coming home, and spending, all those things. Because, I'm not trying to, this is what they're telling me, okay? So don't beat up the messenger. But they're saying the old of everything being a mom, dad, kids is just not the normal structure anymore, There's a lot of single people that are coming into their own and not remarrying, or maybe just living with someone. It just feels like everything is changing for humanity in general. So don't beat the messenger up. I'm just telling you what they're saying. That may or may not resonate for everyone, okay? But I seem to know a lot of people with huge psychic abilities that that aren't, don't have a relationship or don't have kids, they're divorced or whatever the case may be, right? And a lot more people are stepping up and reclaiming their power. So this also feels kind of like that as well, okay? Of reclaiming your power and standing up for yourself and it happening. You know what? Let me... No. This one, hang on guys, I'm going to pull one more card. I'm not even going to pull the runes anymore because I think this message is pretty self-explanatory. What kind of doorway or gateway Pluto and Aquarius in the next couple of months is going to make what kind of gateway or portal or understanding is going to come in for people that's going to let them know that this is for them. What's going to... Oh, that's too many cards. So on the split, we've got Halls of Learning, Spirit got Confirmation, Great Lessons. So this is like looking back at what you've learned, okay, and realizing how far you've come again, guys, okay. On the top, Star Gathering, Stars Aligned, Remembering Home, Soul Family. So again, this feels like as above, so below. This feels like people finding their power, returning to source, I'm hearing. Inner Earth, base chakra, strength and security, laying foundations. So this kind of feels like this goes with this High Priestess energy, that you start here and you end here, where you're now seeing who you are, what you're supposed to be doing. And it also feels like people gathering up as well and realizing that they have similar abilities or similar energies around them. And having that inner knowing of who you are and where you're going and who your soul family is as well. Okay, so take that how that comes in, guys. Okay, and then the very next card underneath this was the Venetian Galactic Council. Star being guides, answering the call, right? Time to shine. So again, answering the call. So this feels like this is over the next couple of months. Okay, that this is for the collective, guys. Hopefully it resonates with quite a few of you. Some of you, it may not resonate till more closer for a couple of months. But again, this feels like jumping on your chariot, microcosm opening up in a huge way, having this breakthrough, and, okay, so now when I'm picking up this rune, I'm seeing a couple of you, I'm seeing people stopping and just smiling, going, wow, I'm meant for more than I thought I was. Okay, so take that how that comes in for you. I'm going to leave it right there. I think this is an awesome angel message. Okay, guys, be a light in the darkness. You're meant to shine. Lighthouse.